Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and this is another wrestling tier list. We did this with the women, but we decided to see who makes a better heel or babyface. But historically, has been better for one or the other, what either side of things. So yeah, we're just gonna go through the list. Some of these people have been released. It feels like because this might be a little bit of an outdated list. So we'll just do the best we can. So right off the bat, we got the Giant. I think automatically, Giants has always worked better as heels. Babyfaces just become like goofy dancers. Just not it. Sheamus, God, I actually prefer Sheamus as a babyface. It's probably not the most popular opinion with that. I think most people do like him as a heel, but I feel like in general he kind of, I don't know, he seems like the type of person that you would want to cheer for and stuff like that. And his moves are very exciting, so it works out for a babyface. Angelo Dawkins, I think both him and Montez Ford, let me grab him, are both better faces. They're just even when they try to turn them with, it kind of looked like it was gonna work out, but they're just too damn likable that you root for them anyways. And so if they're like doing atrocities, you're like, well, I don't know what I'll feel about myself. So makes it easier. AJ Styles as a heel is just not been it for me, at least in the WWE. Other times it seems like he's done pretty decent, but like even his current heel run just hasn't really been there for me. So I'll put him as babyface. I mean, I think the Offers of Pain automatically. I don't think they've ever been faces. So let's grab both of them, put them in the heels. Andrade, I personally like Andrade as a heel better. Um, he I think is currently a babyface, but we haven't seen him. We haven't seen him do much yet to know for sure. Angel Garza, him and I forget Berto. Trying to see if I can. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, there he is. Way better heels. I think with him and Santos Escobar, all three of them have. It's a pretty good faction of heels. Um, let's see, Apollo Cruz. I can't even really. I mean, I guess like he might be currently a babyface. I don't really remember him ever being a babyface. I mean, there probably is. I don't really remember a lot of his storylines. I do remember when him and Big E was going at it for the Intercontinental title. I think it was for a title. I remember if that was the U.S. title. He was pretty good as a heel there, so I'm gonna put him as a heel. Uh, God, I just spaced on his name from Hit Row. Um, Again, I'll just put him as default as a heel because he hasn't really had much time as a face. I guess him and Cedric Alexander are faces right now, but it just doesn't quite work. Um, R-Truth is a good baby face. I mean, he's been a good heel too, but I feel like even right now, even him and Miz are kind of just like baby faces because of like who they're facing, but like they don't really have that baby face reign. But if we're currently going off of the best R-Truth version is right now, and I think he's a baby face. Baron Corbin is a better heel. It's weird because I think it's like 50-50. Like I feel like even when he was down in NXT, he was still a heel, even though he seemed like he was coming around to being a baby face. But I'm gonna put him in the heel. I think it was just overall better. He's had some up and down anyways, but I think it's gonna be harder to justify him in the babyface category. Bobby Lashley's again, just he's so damn likable that I think you have to put him in the babyface category. Braun Strowman, I think it's just him being a monster as a heel is just so good. Even though he's like kind of a face right now, and I feel like he's still alkable, like he's still good, but it's just not it for me. Um, Braun Breaker's done both, but as a heel, he's just so scary and so good. It just works out so well. Even his current run right now, I think it works. Um, Bronson Reed, I think he just screams heel. It works for his move set and everything too. Then you got Brutus. I think both Creed brothers are better faces, but I think by the time I ever do this video again, or even in like 2-3 months, I think they're gonna be better heels when they come up with like Chad Gable. If they really take that and run with it, I think they'll be better heels. But for right now, baby faces. Carlito, who's currently going back and forth, I think he was always better as a heel back in the day. I think he kind of just had that feeling, even with the backstabber. Like he has move sets that just work for heels. Carmelo, honestly, I think I like both. I think both are pretty equally good, and I think that's like a good thing to have. Um, God, I'm gonna put him in babyface. I think it's just I would prefer him as a good guy because he just has those really crazy moves that you just want to cheer for. But he's good on the mic for either way, so I think it helps out. Cedric Alexander, I think in the Hurt business, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I guess I would put him as a heel. I don't know. It's 50-50 on that one. I don't think I'm tied to either one. Chad Gable, especially right now, heel. I like what they're doing with him. And like I said, he gets the Creed brothers on his side. I like what's going on, and I want more of it. So hopefully we get more of it. Ciampa, I like him as a babyface. I think he's a better heel, to be honest, but I think I like him as a babyface better, so we'll go with that. CM Punk is one of those weird people because, like, even right now, I think he's still a heel, but the way he talks and sees like that, he seems like he'd be the babyface, but heel CM Punk is still elite. Cody Rhodes, obviously, he's the ultimate babyface, especially right now on the roster. And on other times and other things he's done, I think he would definitely fit as a better heel. And I think by the time his story ends or whatever is coming, that eventually when he if he heel turns, I think it will be the ultimate one. But for right now, gotta put him in babyface. God, I don't remember both of their names. It's like him and the other one from the LWO. It's Joaquin Wild. I think that's Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro. So that's Cruz del Toro. That's Joaquin Wild. All right, both of them better baby faces. Um, they just kind of work with the LWO. I think they just need more screen time and more matches because they can do some insane stuff like what they did in NXT. I just feel like it kind of they just don't get that time. Next up, Damian Priest, good heel, good with Judgment Day, works out perfectly. Dijak, I think, is a better heel, just kind of works. Uh, Dragon Lee, babyface. I feel like his babyface run, especially even right now, it's been pretty good. Again, I just like I want to see more of him and more of actually him doing stuff. Now, this is an interesting one because Drew McIntyre has been a really good babyface, but his current run right now is so good that I think it just outweighs everything else. I put him in his heel. Finn Balor is way more exciting as a heel. It just happens to be he was good as a face, and he was like a completely different character and a completely different person. But you just can't beat the demon right there. Uh, Giovanni Vinci, I don't remember ever seeing him as a face, so we'll put him up in the heel. Gunther is a good heel, probably one of the top heels in the whole entire Monday Night Raw right now. Ilya Dragunov, I like Dragunov as a face because it's like you want to root for him to like take everybody out. It works. He can play either one though. It just depends on who he's bouncing off of. So I think babyface works. Ivar, I mean, he's only really had heel work. It feels like, but he's doing amazing stuff. JD McDonough, good with Judgment Day. Put him up here in the heel faction. Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy right now is doing great work. I hate that he got hurt because he was in the best work of his life. Obviously, him and Jay have done amazing things as a tag team, but their singles runs, except for their match against each other, has been great. And I wish we would have got more Jimmy matches because he's just been great. Gargano, I always like Gargano more as a baby face. Um, Odyssey Jones, I saw this man drafted last year, saw him drafted this year. I have never seen him wrestle in my life. Just with that attitude, he looks like a heel, so I'm gonna put him in the heel. The part of the it was Carl Anderson and why am I and Gallows? Yeah. Um, I kind of like them as heels right now. I think that's a little bit better. They were better heels in like Bullet Club too, so I guess that works. Kieran Cross for sure. I like his current gimmick. I think him being a heel works really well. Um, Kevin Owens is actually one of those people that like he does like his babyface stuff and does it in such a heel manner that it just works really well. So I'm gonna put him in as a babyface. Kofi, yeah, Kofi's going down there in babyface. Like the New Day with them just being good guys, it's too good not to pass up. Let's put Xavier up there too. Obviously, these two just tied together. LA Knight, I would say he's a babyface right now. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, I guess he does say some stuff, and but yeah, definitely babyface. Logan Paul has to forever be a heel. If he ever does not become a heel, I think it will not work out for him. Nobody can just sit there and just cheer for him because of all the outside stuff. So it just is impossible. Ludwig, good heel. Dominic, the best heel right now. He has so much heat, and I just wish he wasn't hurt. I think that's with a lot of guys. We just have a lot of hurt people. Otis, he just turned heel, but he's always going to be a baby face. Uh, Butch slash Pete Dunne could be, I guess, baby face. I don't think it really matters. I don't think he really, like it really matters which one he is because I think he just kind of goes right down that middle. Pretty Deadly will both go into the heel category. I think they're another ones that just work really well with that. Randy Orton. Randy Orton's a very crazy one because he's been both for so many years and back and forth. I just prefer Menace uh, Randy Orton when you just hated him because he just did whatever he wanted. So yeah, heel. Always baby faces on Rey Mysterio. I don't think we could ever see him really as a heel. I just don't think it works. Same thing with Ricochet. He just has like those high flying moves. He just needs to be a baby face. Roman Reigns. I mean, come on, the Tribal Chief. He has to be in the heel category. Any of his babyface runs have been terrible. I think when he comes back and if he turns face against his own bloodline, I think that will be his chef's kiss to the world as his best work. Um, and maybe you could put him down there, but what he did with the Tribal Chief is just too much. It's too crazy. Sami Zayn, I guess, when he was with the Bloodline, would I guess be a heel, and like that was pretty good. But I think overall, he just makes a better babyface. Santos makes a better heel. Seth Rollins is a better face to me. Both of them are great. He plays that line where you can, like they fit right in between at all times. But when he's like pure heel, I haven't cared for it as much as like the in between one. Shinsuke Nakamura, his current heel run, last heel, whatever you want to call it, was really good. They just didn't book him well enough to. They gave him main events and he did great, but it's just he needed a win somewhere there, even if it was just against some smaller people to kind of build him up. Solo, obviously, heel. I don't think we'll ever really get a face Solo for a long time. The Miz, I think, currently would be a face, but he just is like a forever heel, just the way he talks and everything. It just works like that. Austin Theory also would put up in that heel category. Does good work. Tozawa, he just that smile automatically baby face. Um, I mean I don't think he's ever has he ever been really I guess like I guess like I don't know. I don't know if view anything he's ever really done is bad, but I don't know. Tyler Bate, I like him as a baby face. And then next up would be Jay. Honestly, like I've said a couple times, like I've seen Jay more solo than I've ever seen him with the Usos. Just of like how much time I've like actively watched wrestling from week in week out. Like I've watched every Raw, SmackDown, NXT, paper or premium live event, everything for like at least over a solid year now. And so majority of that's been Jay one on his own and one as a babyface, and I think it just works good. Grayson Waller, another good heel. And there we go. That's what I'm thinking. Tell me what you guys would change. I think there's a couple that could go either way, but tell me what you guys think. Bye, guys.